Reef TVM's coming at you today with a little family style hamburger making. Had a successful deer hunt. We got a couple of bucks, about maybe 50-60 pounds there on the top shelf, and close to about another 60 between those two bins in the bottom of the fridge. So we got the meat grinder out, and my two daughters, who have been involved in this hunt and the whole process, decided that they wanted to help us, and we decided this year that we'd make the meat into whatever they wanted, and they wanted the meat into hamburger. They had been out with us and got to watch the whole process, including the processing of the meat and getting the skin off the hide and so forth. So we got the LEM grinder out here. It's I think a 3/4 horse. Real easy to interchange the faceplate and the size of the holes for the grind. And my oldest daughter here, Anna, is quite able to run this machine. She's worked on it before, so kind of letting her just get it set up here and taping her. My wife is right here with me during this taping, so obviously if the girls have any questions or issues, we're right here to assist. Certainly we don't let them do this by any means by themselves. First of all, it could be dangerous, so adult supervision is required, and second of all, we want to make sure that things get right so that our hamburger that we're going to use for all winter, that we make from the deer, ends up the way we'd like it too. But these two are real good workers. This is the first time that they've done most of the grinding work themselves, but they've had a good time doing it, and it was fun to watch them participate in the whole process of the hunt. Everything from watching us get the deer, to cutting it up and taking in the hide, to grinding now the meat and making it ready for hamburger in the freezer. So anyways, without further ado, this is them opening up the first bag and getting the meat out on the tray that we cut up about 2 days ago, I think. At this point, we did cut it in small enough pieces to make it go into the grinder easier for Anna. A lot of times we cut long strips out of it, but with the girls wanting to help us and wanting to grind up these two animals, we thought it'd be easiest if we cut them into small enough pieces so that she didn't have to work too hard with the grinder. Obviously the grinder has plenty of power. We have a Cabela's foot feed on it, which Tabitha is using there. She's controlling basically the speed of the on and off of the grinder with her foot. It works great. Highly recommend that for a meat grinder. Even a sausage stuffer. It's just a fantastic little device that interrupts the power supply and gives you much more hands-free control. This particular hamburger we're making out of the deer this year is just straight. We're not adding any beef or any pork to it. And we're actually going to bag it up in quart bags instead of the traditional deer bags that you twist and tie or clamp shut. My wife is going to handle most of the process of bagging of the meat because she knows how much she wants in each bag. So we're letting her kind of handle that, and for once I actually just kind of get to sit back with the camera and supervise. We're in one of our new barns here. I know we'll put out a video of the progress on this barn. At this point, the in-floor heat is running. This is one of the tack room areas that I'm going to work in eventually some videos for you on. But it's nice and warm in here. It happens to be about 5 degrees out. There's about maybe 16-17 inches of snow on the ground. We bagged one of these deer right before the snow hit last weekend, and we bagged the other one just shortly after a good-sized snowstorm came through. So being able to process this deer in here in the warmth is quite nice. It makes it a little bit easier too with the concrete floor to clean up any drippings or spillage. Try and zoom in here on the meat so you can see the kind of the quality of the grind. It's an excellent grind. We like it on the finer side. As you can see, there's a little bit of fat in there. That'll just help give it some flavor. But the machine works great. It's just an excellent machine for grinding up deer into hamburger. And then we use some Glad freezer bags here, and we're going to bag this all up and get it in the freezer. All said and done, I think we had about 78 or 79 bags of deer. Thanks for watching, folks. Please subscribe and show support to our channel. We'll create create more videos like this. Thank you.